So after learning how to write the symbols, in this part 2 video we will learn about how to make the formulas. Before we could know how to make the formulas, then you are supposed to know something called as what? Ions. You should have some knowledge about ions. See, ions are of two types. Then they are called cations, as you can see it on the board, and also anions. Ions will be formed on losing, either on losing or gaining of electrons. Suppose if an element loses electron, then it is called cation. If an element gains electron, then it is called anions. For the timing, remember this much, so no much details are required. So whoever loses the electrons is called cation, whoever gains electron is called, is correct, anion. Done. So now first, before you could write the formulas, before you could start writing, if I give you in words like hydrochloric acid, if you want to tell the formula is HCl, you are supposed to know about, or you are supposed to have some knowledge about the ions. So look at the board now. See, hydrogen forms cation. I told you, whoever loses electrons is called cation. So hydrogen loses one electron, therefore H plus, what is the valency? 1. So what is the valency? 1. Whoever loses electron, how many electrons it has lost, that becomes its valency. One thing. The second thing, in your exam they might ask, who will actually take part in chemical reactions? Valence electrons. Valence electrons will take part in your chemical reaction. There are so many steps, so let's not worry about it. First learn about your ions, cations, right? So if you take your magnesium loses 2 electrons. So when it loses 2 electrons, we call Mg++, or you can call it as Mg2+. Therefore, what is the valency? 2. Done. Similarly, potassium loses 1 electron, so its valency is 1. So its valency is 1. Sodium, again it loses 1 electron, therefore its valency is 1 in A+. Calcium loses 2 electron, it is called Ca2+. Either you can write it as Ca2+ or Ca++. So both the ways are accepted. Ca++. So what's the valency now? Yes, correct, 2. Then silver, we know the symbol Ag, just now we have learnt in our part 1. Silver loses 1 electron, therefore Ag+, it's called valency is 1. See, here you are supposed to be very careful. Whenever you are coming across cuprous, which means it loses 1 electron, Cu plus, the valency is 1. For example, cuprous oxide or cupric oxide. Whenever I say cupric, it is Cu++, which means the valence electrons are 2. So you have to be very careful whenever you are reading the formula, whether it is cuprous oxide or it is cupric oxide. Done. So if it is cuprous, its valency is 1. If it is cupric, its valency is 2. So you have to be very careful while reading the question. So mercurous. So mercurous or mercuric, that has to be, you have to be very careful over there. If it is mercurous, you are supposed to write it as Hg2+, the valence is 2. If it is mercuric, okay, I'm sorry, if it is mercurous, the valency is 1. H+, the valency is 1. If it is mercuric, the valency is 2. That is Hg2+. How many valence? I mean, it is how many electrons it is losing? 2 electrons. So very careful whether it is a cuprous OUS or mercurous. Whenever you come across OUS, the valence electrons are 1. Whenever you come across RIC, that is cupric or mercuric, the valency is 2. Easy way to remember. Cuprous, the valency is 1, or cupric, the valency is 2. Mercurous, the valency is 1. Mercuric, the valency is 2. Next, you have ammonia. So ammonia is, ammonium is NH4+. Remember this, NH4+. Therefore, what is the valency? 1. Then barium. So barium symbol is Ba. It is 2+. So valency is 2. Then zinc. Zinc also 2+, means it loses 2 electrons. So valency is 2. So the lead is Pb2+, which means it loses 2 electrons. The valency is 2. Similarly, you have ferrous and ferric. Ferrous means Fe2 plus, which means it loses 2 electrons. Ferric means Fe3 plus, that is the valency is 3. So be very careful here. Usually I told you just before, whenever you come across OUS, the ions are 1, that is Cu plus or Hg plus. But only for iron, if it is ferrous oxide, ferrous sulfate, whenever you come across ferrous, that is Fe2 plus. If it is ferric, Fe3 plus, it's an exception. Clear? Then you have lithium is Li plus. So you are supposed to mug up this, you are supposed to remember all this. Without this you can't make the formulas. The moment you can't make the formulas, forget about scoring, and you can't mug up the formulas. So next, coming to the similarly for anions. Anions means excuse me, they gain electrons. They gain electrons. See, the one which loses electron, they form cations. The one which gains electron, they forms what? Anion. So now let's look here. You have oxide, that is oxygen. The valency of oxygen is O minus minus or O2 minus. Its valency is 2. Done. Similarly, hydride. So hydride, whenever I come across IDE which represent its own element, which means oxide means oxygen, hydride means hydrogen. It's not combined with any other element, it's in a free state. Done. So hydride means H minus, which means that 1 minus indicates it's gaining 1 electron. It's gaining 1 electron, therefore its valency is 1. Similarly, fluoride, that is F minus, which means its valency is 1. Chloride, Cl minus, its valency is 1. Bromide, Br minus, its valency is 1. Then you have nitrite. So this is most important, so observe carefully. This is nitrite, this is nitrate, this is nitride. So I told you, whenever you come across nitrite which indicate its own element, which means nitrogen. So nitrogen has got 3 valence electrons, or you can write it as N minus minus, and its valency is 3. Nitrite. So no doubt, see, oxide, hydride, fluoride, chloride, bromide. So all these indicates what? Their respective elements. So therefore nitrite is N3 minus or N minus minus minus. So that is the valency is 3. Similarly, if you come across nitrite, so the nitrite is NO2 minus minus. So the valency is 2. NO2 minus minus. Similarly, nitrate, that is NO3 minus, which means the valency is 1. Done. So we have to be very careful, or you have to be very careful whenever you are reading the question, whether in the question they have mentioned nitrite or nitrate or nitrite. So this is where the students will go wrong, and they'll tell we have written everything but the board people did not keep the marks. It's not like that. You might have committed a silly mistake, or knowingly or unknowingly. So now hydroxide. So hydroxide is OH minus, so that is the valency is 1. Then is bicarbonate. Remember, the bicarbonate is HCO3 minus, which means its valency is 1. Clear? See, you have to be very careful whenever you are remembering about anions. Oxide, I told you IDE indicates its respective element, that is O minus minus, hydride H minus, fluoride F minus. In the question, if it is hydrogen, that is cation. If it is hydride, then it is H minus. Then bicarbonate is HCO3 minus. Carbonate is just CO3 minus minus, or you can write it as CO3 2 minus. So what is its valency now? Yes, correct, 2, which means that it can gain 2 electrons. Similarly, sulfite, sulfate, sulfide. See, you have 3, similar to your nitrite, nitrate, then nitride. Similarly, sulfide. So since IDE, it is about its own element, that is SO4 minus, or you can write it as S minus minus minus. Its valency is 4. Clear? Then you have sulfite. So sulfite is SO3 minus minus. So its valency is 2. Sulfate is SO4 minus minus, valency is again 2. Then phosphate is PO4 3 minus, PO4 3 minus, PO4 3 minus. Then iodide is I minus, so its valency is 1, its valency is 3. Clear? So these are the some cations and anions you are supposed to remember in order to learn the formulas. Clear? So this is a kind of rich course, but anyways, once you remember this, take a sheet, write down, because you will, I don't know where you will get, but write down, memorize them, then you will really enjoy. Like, the chemistry is so easy. Whenever I say the formulas, in another 5 to 10 minutes you will learn how to make the formulas by you own, means you can make your own formula without mugging up. Am I clear? Done. So we'll go for making the formula. So before you could make the formula, before you could learn how to make the formula, it's essential to know how to write the symbols. Then you are supposed to remember about their respective ions. Remember? So take a screenshot of this and write it in a sheet of paper. Then we'll go for making the formulas. So we have learned first part 1 only, how to write the symbols of various elements. Then we have seen the ions, cations and anions. The element which loses electron forms cation, the element which gains the electron forms anions. Is it clear alva? We need to make the formulas now. So that's simple now. So after learning these many concepts, so it's easy to make what? Formulas. Now we can see here hydrogen chloride. Now what is the symbol for hydrogen? H. Correct? Then what is the symbol for chlorine? Cl. Done. Step 1, write the symbols. Then write their ions. You know hydrogen, it's not hydride. Hydrogen, the ion is 1 because it forms H plus. Correct alva? I mean correct, right? Then Cl minus. So how many ions? 1. Now cross multiply like this. So you have HCl. So what is the formula for hydrogen chloride now? HCl. So similarly we'll go for the second one, aluminium chloride. So what's the first step? Write the symbol Al. Chloride symbol is Cl. What is the valency of aluminium? 3 plus. What is the valency of chlorine? 1. Right below 3, 1. Now cross multiply like this. You'll get Al is present for once, Cl is how many times? 3. So AlCl3. So now you got the answer why aluminium chloride is written as what? AlCl3. It's because of their valency. Clear? So next one, try yourself. Ferric. See, be very careful. This is ferric oxide. It's not ferrous oxide. Anyways, first write the symbol Fe. Oxygen is O. Clear? So how many ions? Ferric means RiC, that is 3, that is Fe3. Oxygen is O2 minus, which means 2. Now cross multiply. What are you going to get? Fe is for how many times? 2 times, which means Fe2. Oxygen is for 3 times, Fe2O3. So what is the formula for ferric oxide now? Is Fe2O3. Now we know that sulfur has got 4 valence electrons, oxygen has got 2. So I'm not writing like this, skipping. So once you are used to it, you can skip it. Done. Now you can see here 2 1s are 2 2s are. Done. Now cross multiply. Sulfur only once, so S. Oxygen 2. So what's the formula? SO2. Done. Next is carbon dioxide. So what's the symbol for carbon? C. Symbol for oxygen is O. Done. How many valence electrons carbon has got? 4. How many oxygen has got? 2. Now you can see here 2 1s are 2 2s are. Now cross multiply. Carbon is only once, oxygen is twice. So carbon dioxide. Clear? Now you try yourself. zinc oxide. First write the symbol zinc, clear. Oxide is oxygen. How many valence electrons zinc has got? 2. You know Zn2 plus. Oxygen, you know Zn2 plus. This is 2 minus. So here also 2. So 2 ones are cancel. Then cross multiply. Zinc is present only for once. Even oxygen is present only for once. That is zinc oxide, ZnO. Clear? Next, aluminium oxide. You know the symbol for aluminium is Al. Oxygen is O. How many valence electrons aluminium has got? 3. Oxygen is 2. Now cross multiply. Yes, you will get Al2O3. This is the formula for what? Aluminium oxide. Similarly, sodium oxide. So write the symbols. Sodium is Na. Oxygen is O. How many? What is the valency of sodium? 1. Oxygen is 2. Now cross multiply. Yes, correct. That is Na2O, sodium oxide. So the next one, you can see here, zinc hydroxide. Now zinc, what's the symbol? Zn. Hydroxide symbol is OH. So we have seen before, right? Now zinc has got 2 electron, valency 2, hydroxide is 1. Now if you cross multiply, you will get zinc. Hydroxide is 2. So we will write OH enclosed within the bracket, because this 2 is applicable to whole thing, that is zinc hydroxide. Done. Similarly, aluminium sulfate. The symbol for aluminium is Al. It is sulfate, that is SO4. Clear? So if you don't know, just go back, watch the video again and come back here. Then only you will learn how to make the formulas. We know the valency for aluminium is 3, sulfur is 2. Now cross multiply, you will get Al2, yes, SO4 thrice, because this 3 should be multiplied for the whole term, that is SO4 thrice. Clear? Next is magnesium oxide. So write the symbol magnesium. Oxygen is O. How many? What is the valency of magnesium? 2. Oxygen is 2. 2 ones are 2 ones are. So cross multiply, you will get it as MgO, magnesium oxide. Similarly, aluminium carbonate. The symbol for aluminium is Al. Carbonate is CO3. Done. So what is the valency of aluminium? 3. Carbonate is 2. So cross multiply is correct. You will get Al2 CO3. This 3 is whole, so enclose within the bracket and write Al2 CO3 thrice. That's the formula for what? Aluminium carbonate. Similarly, look here, copper 2 sulfate. See, whenever they say copper 2, this Roman number indicates valency. This Roman number indicates what? Valency. You know that copper, we can have cuprous or you can have cupric. Cuprous means what? 1, cupric means 2. So since they have mentioned it is copper 2, which means valency, you are supposed to consider it as 2. And remember, unless it is mentioned in the question, you are supposed to consider valency 2. You are not supposed to go for 1. Whether it is iron or copper or mercury, you are supposed to consider valency 2. Now copper 2. So copper symbol is Cu. Sulfate, this is ATE, that is SO4. So it's copper 2 means valency is how much? 2. Here the valency is how much? 2. 2 ones are 2 ones are. Now cross multiply, you will get copper sulfate CuSO4. Then barium chloride. The symbol for barium is Ba. Chlorine is Cl. So what is the symbol of barium? Valency of barium 2. Valency of chlorine 1. Now cross multiply, you will get BaCl2. Done. The next concept is barium sulfate. So again, barium is Ba, this is sulfate, SO4. The valency is 2. Here the valency is 2. 1s are 2 1s are get cancel. Cross multiply, is you'll get BaSO4. Am I clear? Yes, so we'll proceed. Now symbol for aluminium is Al, sulfate is SO4, the valency is 3, here the valency is 2, cross multiply, we'll get Al2 SO4 thrice, Al2 SO4 thrice. Then next is copper nitrate. You know, symbol for copper is Cu. See, be very careful, this is nitrate, so nitrate is NO3. Done. So copper, the valency is 2, this nitrate NO3, you know, this is 1, NO3 minus. Clear? Now when you cross multiply, you will get copper once, this is NO3 twice. Clear? So copper nitrate. Similarly zinc nitrate. Zinc, the nitrate symbol is NO3. You have to be very careful whether it is ITE, IDE or ATE. Done. Now zinc is 2, again nitrate is 1. When you cross multiply, you will get zinc nitrate twice. Similarly silver nitrate. Silver is Ag, nitrate is NO3. What is the valency? 1 for silver. The valency for nitrate is 1. So cross multiply, you will get AgNO3. Excellent. So the next one is potassium oxide. You know, this is potassium is K, oxide means oxygen. What is the valency? 1. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. So cross multiply, you will get K2O. So this is how we are supposed to make the formulas. So formulas are not just simply arrived. Okay, hydrochloric acid means HCl, sulfuric acid means H2SO4. It's not like that. There are some procedures to be followed. So if you follow from the beginning of the video, then only you can understand, okay fine, because of these reasons we have formula like this. So I request you to be very careful while making the formulas. You can't mug up, right? There are more than 500 formulas. You can't, literally it's not possible. You should know the logic. So whatever you are studying, you should study with the perfection and you should study with some understanding. Now I'll give you few questions as an assignment. Try yourself and comment answer. So comment your answer. Clear? So let's take up, I'll not give you more problems, I'll give you some 5 or 6 problems, just take up them. So capture a screenshot of this and go through this and try to answer the questions whatever I'm going to give you right now. Done? So after learning those many, I taught you 20, right? So I'm asking you to just write these questions. I have written on the board. So lead nitrate, ferrous sulfate, zinc carbonate, lead iodide, zinc sulfide, this is PHIDE, aluminium carbonate, sodium carbonate and calcium hydroxide. Answer these questions and comment your answer below. Am I clear? Or else you can see that for queries we have uploaded some number on the screen. You can see, at least send WhatsApp to that particular number, so we will appreciate your answer. So if anything goes wrong, we are always there to assist you. We'll go for the second exercise. First we have learned, okay fine, if I give the name, you are able to write the formula, you are able to make the formula. That's excellent, right? So just 1 hour before it was nothing. Now you know how to make the formula, you have some understanding about how this formula has got arrived. So now next, quickly get into the second exercise, that is I'll give you the formula, now you try to name them. Clear? So quickly get into that. So the second exercise in this, the first we have learned how to make the formulas. The second exercise, as you can see on the board, I've already given the formula, you have to just name it. So you are just trying to name it. You see here, this is sodium oxide. The formula is, the given formula is nothing but sodium oxide. So look at the second one, you have potassium and oxygen, therefore this is potassium oxide. Done. So you are supposed to open your mouth and answer. Just open your mouth and answer. That is, this is magnesium oxygen, so therefore this becomes your magnesium oxide. Excellent. So next is zinc oxide. Correct. So zinc oxide. The next one is, you know, Ag means silver, O is oxygen, it's nothing but silver oxide. Then similarly you have, you know, this is iron 2 oxide, or sorry, iron 3 oxide. You know, this is how to name it. See, once you are making the formula, I told you, this is Fe, this is oxygen. Here they have taken 2, here they have taken 3. Therefore, when you cross multiply, you are going to get Fe2O3. So, what is the valency of iron they are considering here? 3. So, when it is 3, you will use ferrous or ferric. Think about it. Ferrous or ferric? Ferrous or ferric? It's ferric, right? So, this is your ferric oxide. Next is, you know, this one is your, is correct, aluminium. So, aluminium oxide. Clear? So, next we have zinc chloride. This is your zinc chloride. Then you have, this is your, yes, you see, this is FeCl2. So, how to get that one? Write the formula, Fe, chlorine, you know, this is 2, this is 1. When you cross multiply, you will get FeCl2. So, what is the valency of iron they are considering? 2. When it is 2, how do you write it? Not ferrous, not ferric. Then what? Yes, it is ferrous. Ferrous chloride. Clear? Done. Next, you know, this is barium chloride. Ba means barium. This is your chloride. Clear? So, now you can see here, we started from the beginning of the chemistry. That's a bridge course. This is the one who are getting into 10th standard and the one who is going to take up the 10th standard exam. This is most important video one must watch. So try to watch this once, twice, thrice till you get confidence on chemistry. Those whoever knows the symbols, whoever knows the valency, whoever knows to make the formula, then they definitely feels chemistry as what? Easy. So that's all for today. So take a good care of your health. I wish you all the best for your exam. So good night. Take care.